My name is Konstantin Poshersnik, or KP for short. I work here with the U.S. Bank. I like to think of myself as the Swiss Army knife of banking, and the idea there is one-stop shop for everything banking. So the idea is if somebody needs anything, I can try to at least get their needs met, whether I do it myself or I work with somebody. That's the cool thing about what I do. We can typically get the job done. A little bit about me. I've been a little bit all over the map. I was born in Russia, grew up in Israel, then moved to the States, to Minnesota. That's kind of where I did most of my schooling. Went to Dupre High School. Then I went to Mankato, University of Minnesota, Mankato. For my college, I got an accounting and finance degree. And out of college, I was an accountant for several years. I worked as an auditor for CPA firms, which was a great experience. Got a chance to meet a lot of people, learn a lot about different kind of businesses from across the nation and how things operate. And I kind of used that to, build a good platform for my next career path, which was banking. I've been doing banking now for going on 7 years, and that's been a very enjoyable experience for me. I really enjoy what I do, and the opportunity that I get with meeting different businesses and trying to be that little bridge from where a business is at to their end goal. And I like to think myself as a small little snippet in that story, and really, quote unquote, fills my cup as far as what I enjoy doing in life and trying to help people achieve their success. For me, a million cups, what have I enjoyed about a million cups? I think that's the next question I need to answer. It's a tough question. A million cups is specifically designed for entrepreneurs typically. For myself, I'm not exactly an entrepreneur. My role is different. I don't face a lot of the same hardships or go through a lot of the same stuff that a lot of entrepreneurs go through. But that being said, I work with businesses every day, so I understand. I hear a lot about the hardships and the good and the bad that a business would go through. For me, the financial side is very easy to grasp and understand. But I enjoy coming here and listening to the struggles and the camaraderie and just learning more about everything that an entrepreneur goes through. I think that helps me understand the people I talk to even that much better, possibly just being able to comprehend and empathize with the struggles that they possibly have gone through, more than just the financial side. So being able to be a better listener and more comprehensive in my understanding, I think in my role, helps me connect with the people I work with. So that's why I enjoy Million Cups.
My name is Kayla Shad. I was born and raised here in Rapid City, South Dakota. Went to school at SDSU. My background was consumer affairs with an emphasis in business and marketing. Right now, I have been with Aflac for 4 years. So Aflac, what really brought me to the company was being able to help local businesses with their benefits package. So bringing solutions. Right now, with the unemployment rate as low as it is, businesses are struggling to attract and retain good employees. And then along with that, they're struggling with the healthcare reform. So what we do is we bring in solutions to these small businesses that they're able to offer affordable benefits to their employees to help attract and retain. Then along with that goes down to individuals and families. So right now, what we do is we provide coverages for everyday living expenses. So families can use that money, whether they're using that towards their healthcare expenses, if they're using that money because of their loss of income due to not having an income during the time that they were sick or injured. And then if they use it for rent, groceries, it's there, however they need it to be. So with Aflac, that's what we're designed to do, is help. And so what really brought me into 1 Million Cups is seeing the networking opportunity. So being able every week to see and hear about what local entrepreneurs are struggling with, what their successes are, and really has brought in a good network of different local community influencers and then entrepreneurs, and creating that network so that you can call these people if you run across a problem or just grab a cup of coffee. So it's been very rewarding, and it's exciting to see it grow too. So that is 1 million cups for me and what I've witnessed over the past year.
Deanna Becket, character coach, author of Cultivating Your Character. Locally, I work full-time here at the YMCA, and I facilitate a group called Live Well Black Hills. So if you want to get health and wellness out into the community, that's who you need to get in touch with. You can go to livewellblackhills.org to find out more about that. Part-time, I am at 97.9 The Breeze. You can listen to me weeknights from 6 to 11 in the evenings. We wind down the day together. And what else? My educational background, I think, is what I heard as one of our things that we need to introduce ourselves. I went to 2 years of college at Bismarck State in Bismarck, North Dakota. Started out as an engineer because that's what I tested well as. I guess I can put pegs from holes one to the other, and did that. Math was fairly simple, but I got to the point where I didn't care how many pounds of force broke a bridge. I liked people, so I took an economics class and went, that's the route I need to go. So I started in business administration. Looking back on it, I should have done marketing because that's what I do well now. But you finish a degree and you move on. And I've been an entrepreneur, had that entrepreneur spirit from day one. My husband owned a business. I did his payroll, moved into other things with that, but I homeschooled my kids for 18 years, 19 years. And just graduated them, so now I've got freedom. So my entrepreneurial journey is, I'm an author and a keynote speaker, and that's what I am developing and sharing. I'll be actually sharing more of my journey, where I've come over this past year on October 2nd. I'll be presenting here at 1 Million Cups. What else do we need to know?
I know you've got other irons in the fire, Lifting Your Limits.
Yes, that is our next, and I'll be announcing that in October. We have secured our final venue for Lifting Your Limits. It started out in the spring as a morning of transformation, and we're extending it into the afternoon. We're including a lunch with the tickets, and it's just a lot of speakers. Mike's behind the camera. He's going to be one of our breakout speakers. So it's going to start out with a keynote. It's going to go into a financial panel, another keynote, lunch, and networking. We're going to have vendors, and the afternoon will be filled with breakout sessions, and then a final keynote will be myself summarizing the whole day and encouraging you to go on and lift those limits that we have on ourselves. Sometimes we have those doubts and nagging insecurities that will weigh us down. So we'll be lifting your limits. Tickets are available at liftingyourlimits.life, and the event is October 12th, and that will be all day, 8:30 to 5, and it will be at Barefoot Dance Studio here in Rapid City. What else?
Tell us, how many you've written? 2 books?
One, but I've got 2 more titles in my back pocket. So my book is titled Cultivating Your Character. I explain it as this. I've combined Benjamin Franklin's 13 virtues with stories of Dakota Prairie living. So a couple of the stories that I've told in the past in my Toastmasters endeavors is the story of my mother actually protecting her offspring, us, from a skunk that actually ended up being rabid with her Stanley broom. She actually beat the skunk over the head with the Stanley broom until the sheriff was able to get out and shoot it. Another crazy story that happened on the farm was we discovered, actually my parents discovered, it was kept hidden from us kids so we didn't freak out, but our parents discovered snakes in the toilet coming up through the septic system. So Dad had dug out the whole septic line and got rid of that family that was moved in with their family. So there's so much to be learned on the Dakota prairies, a lot of lessons, and I focus on on what character trait can you develop. So my September character challenge is perseverance. And I use Benjamin Franklin, one of Benjamin Franklin's 13 virtues. His virtue for this month is industry. Don't ask me to repeat the definition because I can't remember it all the time. But I know one is lose no time. Be employed at something useful. That's one of the definitions. But always be doing something beneficial. And you are doing something beneficial by listening to this recording or being here at 1 Million Cups.
And I have to personally say I love Deanna's favorite president because that is actually my dad's name, Benjamin Franklin.
Awesome, awesome. Anything else?
In your capacity as a 1 Million Cups organizer, what have you found most rewarding about the development or the growth of?
Well, obviously being a part of the team, the 1 Million Cups team, leadership skills, time management, trying to figure out how to fit things in and schedule things in, and learning new technology. I learned Slack by being part of 1 Million Cups. Never knew how to work that before, so it's always a learning curve. But being able to meet other people in their entrepreneurial journey, encourage them, and then of course being able to have a voice to promote what we're doing, what we're bringing to the community. So that's what I have benefited from over the years, over the year and a half we've been with 1 Million Cups. Yeah.
I'm Monique Stevens. I'm with South Dakota State University here in Rapid City, South Dakota. I work with students who are attending the University Center or Black Hills State Rapid City to do undergraduate classes in their gen ed classes. And so students come typically are traditional students who want to do some gen eds for a year or two before they go to Brookings to the main campus, and I help them make sure they're taking the right classes for their degree program. I also work with the counseling program in Rapid City. We have a master's level counseling program that is completely available in Rapid City in the classroom. So students can take 2 to 3 years to complete the classes all in Rapid City, Monday through Thursday nights from 4:30 to 7:20 or 7:30 to 10:10 at night, 1 to 2 days a week. Usually students are part-time to complete their counseling in school counseling, marriage and family counseling, clinical mental health counseling, as well as our administration of student affairs Master of Education program. So lots of available opportunities in Rapid City for SDSU students. The students also help to achieve their goals online as well. So if students aren't comfortable going into the classroom or they're working full-time and just need a little bit more flexibility, I work with those students to get the classes that they need. Our South Dakota Board of Regents system allows students to take classes from any of the board schools, which are our 6 state public universities, and so I give them the opportunity to find the classes that work for them. In addition, I teach a Bachelor of General Studies capstone course, which is a course for students who are interested in finishing the Bachelor of General Studies program. If you have a lot of classes, a lot of credits, went to SDSU in the past, or maybe you went to a lot of different colleges, SDSU offers the Bachelor of General Studies online to students who want to finish their degree. And we take 3 focus areas and help you develop that program that's specific to your needs and your program and what works for your schedule. And so in teaching that capstone course, I get to meet all of the students who had a lot of different paths in life, and maybe things didn't go quite the way they expected, and I help them get their bachelor's degree and then find what that next path is for those students. I really appreciate the opportunity to come to 1 Million Cups. It has helped me network with people in the community and meet a lot of students who are interested in coming, or maybe their parents want the students to do dual credit. So that's another option that we have available is dual credit is in our Rapid City schools. You can do dual credit either online or through Black Hills State Rapid City and get college credit for those courses. It costs about $150 as compared to about $1,000 for our traditional classes. So significant cost savings for our dual credit students. The 1 Million Cooks group has helped me to meet new people and to get to know other organizations and other businesses in our community and how I might be able to help them or how they can help me to recruit new students to SDSU in Rapid City.
And tell us about your side hustle, quote unquote, is the quilting.
I do. I work for the Fabric City and Sewing Center in Rapid City, and I teach beginning quilting and sewing classes. I also teach community ed sewing and quilting classes as well. I've made over 500 bags and almost 400 quilts in the last 15 to 20 years that I've been quilting and sewing. And I've been teaching there for about 15 years. So anything from bags, purses, how to basically piece a quilt together to also how to quilt the quilts together, putting the 3 layers together and sewing them together. Anyone who has a sewing machine can learn to quilt or sew or make bags, and it's a very relaxing process. So I typically sew very late at night, 9:30, 10 o'clock after my children go to bed, and I find passion in sharing my love of quilting with others. So teaching quilting for me is teaching people to enjoy my passion, and I enjoy helping students learn about the easier ways to quilt and piece so that it's not hard for students.
Okay, if you are an entrepreneur or you're a community influencer, you need to be here at 1 Million Cups. We meet every Wednesday morning. We have informal networking from 8 a.m. to 8:30. Then from 8:30 to 9:30, we have our presentation. Please go to 1millioncups.com/Rapid City to find out who is presenting next week. If you are an entrepreneur and would like to apply, click the register button on the upper right corner. Fill out a few information about yourself, then click apply on the upper right corner, and then fill out 3 questions that will come to our committee, and then we will talk to you about presenting. We will coach you and walk you through it so you can tell us all about you and your business. So we look forward to seeing you every Wednesday morning.